know, not too many years ago, it was every oncologist's dream and every patient's hope that perhaps academia and industry could come together to design medicines that truly worked and it did not have the toxic side effects of the previous chemotherapies that were so commonly used to treat cancer. We're very lucky that a young, aspiring oncologist working at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, and that's Brian, as well as Nick Galien working at Novartis, had the opportunity to meet and to discuss what would be possible to do to design a medicine for CML. At a time when most of the community, the scientific community, was advising against developing tyrosine kinase inhibitors because of the expectation that they would be toxic and hit too many different targets and put the patient at great risk. Nick Galien had the opportunity to put together a fabulous team at Novartis, including Elizabeth Buchtunger, a very talented biologist, Jürgen Zimmermann, a talented medicinal chemist, and they had the oversight from a gentleman named Alex Matter, who was able to protect this project and fund and fuel this project when there were not many believers about what would be possible with this particular technology or for this disease. That resulted, of course, in the discovery and ultimately the clinical trials that many have now talked about that led to the first approval for Gleevec. But what's remarkable about the story, in my opinion, is that the innovation actually didn't stop in the laboratory. It continued to go on with the many people, investigators, people at Novartis, and patients around the world that then worked together to actually expand the label for Gleevec. And that as of today, there's actually 10 distinct indications in the label, which, as I understand it, is the broadest kind of labeling for any cancer product of any time. And each of these continued investments in clinical trials, of course, took money and time and really the dedication of people all over the world to make happen. Because of the work that was done, because of the ongoing innovation, over 200,000 patients with a variety of different ailments around the world are alive today because of this medicine. And as many as 40,000 patients have gotten this drug absolutely at no cost through the Gleevec International Patient Assistance Program, which we make available to patients who have no financial means to get this drug. And I can tell you that going to work every day, part of the fulfillment that our people get every day is to know that our industry is positioned to make these kinds of contributions, not just in areas like malaria, which we heard about earlier today, but also now with these new targeted therapies, I think we can go on and do the same and help people throughout the world. So now the story continues, and because of what Gleevec was able to show, the possibility of designing a targeted therapy, of treating what was once a rare disease that's no longer rare because patients continue to live normal lifespans. In fact, actuaries now tell us that the typical lifespan of a CML patient has been expanded from what was once 3 to 5 years that was common prior to introduction of Gleevec to a lifespan that's now approximating what is almost normal for a healthy human who doesn't have this disease. Because of that work, our entire industry, and I think we can all be proud together, our entire industry has now invested considerable sums, actually tens of billions of dollars, back into discovery and development, which has resulted in an early stage pipeline that is full of new targeted therapies that are likely to revolutionize the treatment of additional cancers. I know in our company alone we have 260 scientists that are doing nothing other than the kind of work that led to the discovery of the idea that you could segment leukemia patients based upon their specific genetic, basically misfortune or malfunction. These scientists are working on biomarker discovery, patient stratification, and translational medicine. So the idea is that all new medicines that we bring forward are for very specific populations where there's a large benefit or risk. And that's where our industry is going. And on behalf of everybody who worked on this product, whether they be in academia, the patients, the people at Novartis, who I'm very proud of, and also the rest of our industry, who is now doing much of the same but for other diseases, very pleased to accept this award tonight. And I look forward to sharing many nights like this with you in the future as your targeted drugs come to market as well. and transform the lives of patients and provide the hope that patients are looking to us for. Thank you very much.